When you think of business in Asia, a charity doesn't often spring to mind. But Crossroads is making huge ground, putting the big corporates in touch with those most in need. Sally and Malcolm Begbie are the inspirational couple behind the foundation. The humanitarian work and the sheer efficiency of their operation has translated to global recognition, a partnership with the United Nations, and most importantly, helping out millions of people around the world.
Some of the work we do by distributing goods around the world.
They're a long way from their Australian roots in the leafy northern suburbs of Sydney. But Sally and Malcolm Begbie now call this former army barracks in Hong Kong their home. And these volunteers are their extended family. Around 70 live on site, representing around 20 nationalities. Their origins may be worlds apart, but they all share the same goal.
So we have 70 volunteers full-time from about 20 nationalities.
Yeah.
And then last year we had 11,000 from, I don't know how many nationalities, scores and scores. You've got every brand of humanity here, but they're all here for one purpose, and it's fabulous to have their support.
That support is for a global charity called Crossroads. Almost 20 years ago, Malcolm and Sally Begbie got a phone call asking for help. They never imagined it would grow into the internationally recognised charity that it is today.
It certainly wasn't intended. It was really just by accident. When a friend we had in the north of China was involved in tremendous floods, and she just said, "Send help." So we just borrowed a bedroom, we got 19 boxes together and we sent them in, and we thought, that's it, back to life. But the phone just rang off the hook. They were saying, send more. So we did, and it just exploded from there.
These days they ship around 200 20-foot containers of goods every year, and since they started, they've sent them to more than 100 countries. Every day new items arrive, only to be checked, updated, fixed and sent to the next destination.
Cameroon, China, Tanzania, Albania, Moldova, Kazakhstan to Israel, Sierra Leone.
Green Matonga is from Zambia and has been volunteering for Crossroads for 2.5 years. He and his family live on site, and in return he helps out.
My real role is actually to do with larger goods. Goods such as furniture of all kinds, household furniture, school furniture, hospital furniture, and so on and so forth. So we prepare them in such a way that our consignee is going to receive them in a manner that is acceptable. So that's what we do here.
Well, it started with global distribution, and that's goods being donated to us, goods in terms of, amazing in terms of range and quality, right through to vehicles, medical equipment now.
Computers,
computers,
building materials, clothing.
So all of that
educational toys
is given to us.
Around 40% of the donations are sent to places like Africa, around Asia, even Europe. The rest is distributed in Hong Kong, where the divide between rich and poor is also a problem.
Hong Kong is a community where people think that there are not a lot of people that need help. But if you walk in the department, you see a lot of people that really need help in Hong Kong. The less privileged, those that are drug addicts, blind, single mothers. So we do really have a lot of people that need help in Hong Kong.
The Crossroads Global Village is always a hive of activity. Last year, more than 100,000 volunteers dropped into the site to help. Mario da Silva has been here 6 months and loves being able to give back.
It is very encouraging. I've heard a story where there was a doctor and he was walking every day 4 miles to villages around his area, and he was given a bicycle, and it covered more than 60% of his area in a quarter of the time. So I think that is very encouraging for us.
As well as distributing donations, Crossroads has set up an online service for business and non-government organisations. The formula is simple, connecting those who have goods and services with those who need them.
And so we built a kind of matchmaking service to link non-profits with for-profits all over the world. and we called it Global Hand. And so the connecting process just went on from there.
Central to the Foundation's goals is helping the big corporates understand real-life crises. The program is called A Global Experience. They recreate situations like a war zone and refugee camps and show business leaders firsthand what it's like.
Hey, you come.
I feel personally when people from different countries who didn't experience these things, it's total new life for them. So they just feel total new life and just go into their shoes. They don't know what life it is, what to expect, nothing. It's just total shock.
More than 100,000 participants have taken part in this program, and every year they hold real-life simulations at the World Economic Forum in Davos, and the message is getting through.
So we have people like Sir Richard Branson, Sheryl Sandberg, the CEO of Facebook, Jimmy Wales, the founder of Wikipedia, Ban Ki-moon. We had CEOs of Microsoft and Nike, so many major companies have come to the refugee run in the World Economic Forum, stepped into the shoes of refugees for just a brief but pretty intense period, and then we love to see the kind of engagement that can follow.
The unique and effective work that Crossroads does now has them in partnership with the United Nations. Matt Gower developed an online tool for the UN to hook up with companies who are keen to be involved.
It's like a dating service. Company expresses what they're looking for, UN expresses what they're looking for, and we try to bring them together efficiently in the middle so they can start a conversation and decide if they have something that they can move forward on productively.
It's been a rewarding journey for Malcolm and Sally Begbie, and it's now very much their life. The former accountant and public relations executive have helped millions of people around the world over the last 20 years. They've won awards and international recognition, but they're reluctant to label their work a success.
It's been an astonishing story. I don't think we are comfortable with the word success because there's still 25 million people who die today of hunger. There's billions under the poverty line, and we're not entirely winning that battle as a human race. But that said, there has been enormous joy in seeing how many people love to respond to people in need.